Hi, everybody. Hello there. This is the Comedy Thief and friends. And beside me is Dr. Fat Packer. Hello there, Dr. Fat Packer.
Hello there. How you doing today? Guten Tag.
Yeah. And how are you doing today yourself there, Dr. Fat Packer?
We are doing wonderful. Just sitting here waiting for things to happen.
You're looking good for an old guy,
I should.
because you're old.
Yeah.
Now, below me is homeless Charlie. Now, I should tell you guys that that's not Charlie's hair. It's a wig that he confiscated from a dumpster to keep his ears warm in the wintertime. Charlie, say hello to our adoring and growing crowds.
Well, hello to our adoring and growing crowds.
Very good, very good, very
He
good.
does that so well.
Now,
I'm getting better.
Oh, there you go.
did you have a comment there, homeless Charlie?
No,
No. Okay. Before we get started with the humorous, the joke telling, I have something to discuss with you. It's a question, really, guys. So I would like to know what would be the very best way to cook a chicken. Dr. Fat Packer, your thoughts?
You cook a chicken? That's so easy. But you got to get all those feathers out of the way.
Feathers first. Right.
Yeah, feathers
Okay.
first.
Homeless Charlie, what do you think? What's the best way to cook a chicken?
well, I was thinking sort of along the line of the doctor. I went to a fancy restaurant once and I ordered chicken, and they wanted me to tell them if I wanted the feathers on or the feathers off.
Well, there you go.
Well, I thought I'd give it a try and take it with the feathers on.
And
That's the last time I'll do that.
yeah, oh, absolutely.
That must have been out in the country somewhere.
Have you guys you've heard of that delicacy, haven't you? Chicken lips? Chicken lips?
Yes.
Delicious.
I
But
Yes.
must have missed that one.
the very best way to cook a chicken, the first thing you do is you kill it, right? I
Yeah.
tried to cook a chicken in a fry pan, a hot fry pan, alive. Boy,
Oh,
what a mess that was.
what do you think of as a lobster?
Well, the best way to cook a chicken is you stuff its ass with 3 cups of uncooked popcorn at 350 degrees for 5 hours. And when the chicken blows up, you know it's done. Who cares?
And I guess you don't have to worry about cutting it or anything
We're,
either.
we're done with that one. Now,
I
Dr.
would
Fat
hope
Packer,
so.
I
Doc,
gave,
let,
I gave those instructions to my uh, funeral director. He's going to have me cremated. I said, stuff me with popcorn. That'll excite the crowd.
yeah, well, I'm not coming to your funeral, buddy.
Oh, at my funeral, now you're talking funeral. I'm going to tell them to play Pop Goes the Weasel and just wait and see what everybody does.
Perfect. Well, we've wrestled that into oblivion. Dr. Fat Packer, what do you got?
Now, I'm no chicken. They opened up the bars in our state here in West Virginia, and I went out. I decided, well, what the heck? I go to a bar. I sat next to this young lady, and I went up to her and I said, "Pardon me, miss, but if someone were to give you $1 million, would you have sex with them?" And she says, "Well, that certainly is a lot of money. Yeah, of course I would." Okay, then I said, "Well, that's very interesting. But what if somebody were to pay you $5 to sleep with them? Would you do that?" And the lady looked at me and she goes, "Well, what are you joking? That's no money at all. Of course I wouldn't do. No, what kind of lady do you think I am?" And I said, "Well, we've already established what kind of lady you are. Now we're talking price."
We're talking price.
Uh,
Homeless Charlie, go ahead.
uh, well, since Mardi Gras was canceled, if anybody wants to send me a picture of their boobs with their address, I'll send them some beads.
There you go. I like that.
You might even hand deliver them.
Yeah,
Hand
I understand. I got that.
Hey, Doc,
Yeah.
didn't you go to high school with him?
With-
Marty Gras?
Mardi Gras, yeah, yeah.
I thought
He
so.
was a great guy, but he'd bet on anything.
Oh my gosh. There's this the ship's captain. This is 100 years ago. Ship's captain. And the sailor comes up and says, Captain, Captain, there's an enemy ship on the horizon. What do I do? He says, bring me my red shirt, which he put on. The battle was commenced and they won. All right. And the
Whoa.
sailor came back up to the captain and says, Captain, he said, what's with the red shirt thing? He says, well, he says, if during the battle, he says, I get wounded, the crew won't know, and everybody will stay confident.
Whoa.
So a week later, the sailor comes up to the captain and says, Captain, Captain, there are 20 enemy ships on the horizon. What should I do? And the captain said, bring me my brown trousers. That's what he said. Dr. Fatbecker. Well, of all things.
There you are.
Of
What
all
about
things. Go
ideas?
ahead,
Who
Doc.
would know?
Doc, it's all yours.
Well, I found out that some of the things as you get old, like I run like the winded, and I hate it when a couple argues in public, because I miss the beginning and I don't know whose side I'm on.
Da, da,
And
da, 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 da.
Finally, somebody came in the other day and they asked me what I did over the weekend. And I looked at him, I said, what did you hear?
What did you hear?
Yeah.
None of it's true. Homeless Charlie, go ahead.
Hey, I got a friend that has a car, and he picked up a hitchhiker, and he said he seemed like a nice guy.
Yeah.
And after a few miles, he asked my buddy if he wasn't afraid that he might be a serial killer. And then my buddy told him, he said, what are the odds of two serial killers being in the same car?
Oh, very good. Oh,
Likely,
my kitty cat is beside me here. But anyway, yesterday I broke my finger.
Oh.
But on the other hand, I'm okay. Get it? Oh! On the other, never mind.
Oh, that's okay. I got it. I thought that was funny there.
Go ahead. Go ahead. It's all yours.
Well, this morning I saw my neighbor talking to her dog. I mean, it was obvious she thought her dog understood her, So I came into my house and I told my dog and we laughed.
Very strange times we live in, strange times.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Go ahead there, homeless Charlie.
Oh,
Well, I'll tell you, I found something out just a few days ago. I found out that you're not really drunk until you have to grab onto the grass to keep from falling off the earth.
Oh, I think that's a direct quote from Dean Martin, right?
could very well be.
Okay, I think we're almost done because I've kind of messed up the time here. Let me just see what time it is.
Oh, well,
5:30.
depends on how far we're going. You're wasting time. We can get 3 more jokes in.
I think we can. I think we got 2 more minutes. So anyway, is it my turn? Oh, it's my turn.
Yes, you take a turn, please. Go
I
ahead.
was born exactly 9 months to the day after my parents married. Now, picture this. My father says to the minister, I do. And right after that, he says, Pastor, would you mind turning around for just maybe 2 minutes? Would you mind that? Dr. Fatpacker, go ahead.
Well, there you go. So here are 3 things that I learned while watching television. Okay, so I watched a lot of television. Number 1, when you turn the light out to go to bed, everything in your bedroom will still be clearly visible, just slightly bluish.
Slightly bluish. Oh,
Right.
my.
Number 2,
Oh,
if you
there's
are
more.
blonde and pretty, it is possible to become the world expert on nuclear fission at the age of 22.
Oh, it's a lovely, beautiful thing.
And the third one I learned while watching television,
Yes.
honest and hardworking policemen are traditionally gunned down 3 days before their retirement.
That's very strange indeed.
Yeah, I know.
Homeless Charlie.
No. Well, did you guys ever wake up
Yeah.
and kiss the person sleeping beside you and feel glad that you're alive? Well, my buddy just did. And apparently he's not allowed to fly on that airline anymore.
That's not going to happen. Well, here's another public service announcement from McDonald's.
Oh, PSA.
Hey,
McDonald's says saying that kids are fat because of us is about the same thing as saying that Hooters is responsible because your husband likes big boobs. Last
There
one.
you go.
Last
There
one,
you
Dr. Fatpacker. Make it a short one.
Make it a short one.
That's what she said. Go ahead.
Well, okay, now I will go very fast here. I'm going to do this one here. When you do squats, you know, are your knees supposed to sound like a goat chewing on an aluminum can stuffed with celery?
I can just picture that. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Okay, Dr. Fatpacker, or Dr. Homeless
Why don't
Charlie,
you go down to Homeless Charlie? He'd be fun.
the guy down here.
not a doctor yet. Not a doctor
Your
yet.
last one. Last one.
Hey, you know, when Miley Cyrus, you know her,
Yeah.
when she dances naked and licks a hammer, it's called art. But when I do it, I'm drunk and I have to leave Home Depot.
Oh, here's my last one. It's a song.
Oh my God, another song.
It's a
Hold on a
song.
second, I have earplugs here.
A friend of mine just opened a fruit and vegetable store, fruit and vegetable store.
Fruit and vegetable.
He asked me to come up with a song to go along with the with the fruit and vegetable stand, and so I came up with this one. It's an old Frank Sinatra tune. We lived our little drama. We kissed in a field of white, and stars fell on Al's banana last night. I'm done. We're done.
1960.
Oh well. Anyway, that's it. We're done. But another feature before we go. We always invite a very famous person to be on our next video, and the person that we've selected to be on our next video is Joan Rivers. And Joan, we want you to check in.
Wait a minute.
What?
Joan Rivers is dead.
Dead?
Yeah, dead.
Okay. For our next video, we want Joan Rivers, a funeral director, to contact us as soon as possible. You can be on our video if you check in 24 hours. Otherwise, we're going to throw you and Joan in the trash. So, this is the Comedy Thief saying goodbye. We'll see you at our next video. Subscribe, subscribe, subscribe. I'm going to turn the farewell now over to Dr. Fatpacker.
Well, auf Wiedersehen, everybody. Thank you very much for tuning in. And if you didn't tune in, then you can hear any of this anyway. So, goodbye.
That's right. Same to you, buddy. And so we're going to say now to Homeless Charlie, say goodbye to our enormous crowd of viewers.
Well, goodbye to our enormous crowd of viewers.
And the horse you rode in on. All right, say goodbye, everybody. Say goodbye. Wave goodbye.
I'm
Wave
waving,
goodbye.
I'm waving.
Goodbye. Goodbye.